Rule number 1, quitters never give up. So, stringent, constant effort to push through your financial goals. So, why do you want what you want? What excuse keeps you from getting that? You know, there was this saying that said, I don't have to, I don't want to, you can't make me, I'm retired. And I thought about that, and I said, oh, you could also replace the last line with, I don't have to, I don't want to, you can't make me, I give up. You can't make me, I'm off work. Or you can't make me, of course, I'm retired. So, what excuse keeps you from doing what you want to do? I mean, obviously, you don't have to, ... But what will you do? And when you play a game or sport, what are you willing to do to win that game or sport while you're playing it? Are you playing the strategies of the game? Are you trying to think critically? How can I beat them? Even though I'm down by 50 points, I can still win it. Are you still at it to that extreme? And maybe it's not 50 points, but it could be like the game of Monopoly, how you're still playing even though someone's obviously winning. You're still going at it. In other games of life, you can still win, and because there's more pieces on the board, more places to rent out, and you don't have to go to those hotels. You don't have to stay at their hotels. You don't have to stay at their apartments and pay them rent. You could buy your own property in each city or whatever, right? If it was Monopoly, for instance. And you could build your own empire. But, what are you willing to do to win there? And what are you willing to do to win in life when you get behind? And you could all be at different levels in the game, and you could both be winning. But with your financial life, do you quit? And it's not like Bath and Body Works, like the store. It's more like Bath and Body Hurts. And it's not what you were going to do with your finances. It's what you ended up not ever doing that you were going to do, but just, heck, you were off work. Or heck, you have that other excuse, there wasn't enough hours, or, it costs money to do that. One of the big things for me right now, I'm like, you know what? I should really look into that. There's a school somewhere in a city far, far away, excuse number 1, and it's to work on cars. Like, I want to do that. It would just be to save money. So I could buy the car part, save $200 to $400 at the mechanical shop by going to O'Reilly or Advanced Auto Parts or some parts store and fixing my car myself and saving all of this money on labor and not having to get a new car, because I just got a new car in April. But that would be another excuse, like, and it costs tuition, and then I'm not going to be a master car technician anyway. Why would I want to do that? It would just be like for me, and it didn't interest me back in 2005. Someone told me it was going to cost him $15,000 to $20,000 for a 3-month course to earn all of these certifications on a vehicle. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds like it's cost efficient for him. It wasn't what I was working on. I was working on my master's degree. But for me now, I'm like, if it was the same price point, then yeah, definitely I'm 40 years old. So if I still had cars for the rest of my life, and even if I quit working on my own vehicle, just for my own vehicle alone, there is definitely $15,000 to $20,000 worth of labor that I could put into my own vehicle, right? But anyway, heck, you're off work. And so what will you do later? What goal will you seek later, right? What goal will you put off later because of an excuse or reason? Maybe it's a valid one. Maybe you're like, oh, it's like the car thing. It's like, the cost benefit analysis. How much effort do I want to put? How do I even know what city? I don't even know what city it's in. I don't even know if the school exists anymore. Times have changed. It was predated 2008. Some of the business went out of business, but I haven't looked into it. So I obviously don't want that in particular, but I was just thinking about that earlier today, so that's why I bring up the example. But there could be something else that I want to pursue that I'm like, okay, what am I going to keep myself from doing that one thing, and what's going to prevent me from doing that, and anything in that standpoint and persistence of going towards that goal, because heck, I've got to go to the doctor. Yeah, and I didn't take out 5 minutes of my day. Or I've got to go get groceries. Or I've got to go to work. Or now I'm sore because it's after my day. You know, I'm 41 years old now. So that's a whole different thing, right? So you go, okay, I'm sore at the end of my day. I don't want to do a YouTube video. I'm sore. I don't want to think critically. I don't want to come up with something to talk about. So that's crazy. That's ridiculous. No. So what you want to do, you want to literally have a plan out. Of course, your goal seeking, you don't want to quit, because you quit, you start your goal in your mind of what you want, and then you sometimes put it to paper, and then sometimes that map out goal, if you map out the whole plan, sometimes I heard it before from a source that said sometimes our mind thinks that means we think we accomplished the goal. Our mind gets tricked to think, oh, that means I accomplished the goal. And then some people in goal planning, it didn't mean that for me when I was a kid, but as I gotten older, I can see how that could be true, because you stop writing it down. So make yourself accountable possibly to someone. But anyway, you don't have to. No one can make you. And you could be a mom, a dad, you could be a student, you could just be in loads of debt. You could have any excuse in the world, but if you don't pursue it, then that's one thing. So anyway, thank you so much for your time, and happy Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. Finance Nation, comment, like, subscribe.